May we now call from the majority, Representative Mauricio Dumugan, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon. The Kua family, headed by our chairperson, Apo Cordoba. I was the one who brought last year na siguro walang nanakaw kung hindi natin inalis yung pre-audit. Umuon naman kayo last year to that effect. Yung problema lang, sabi ninyo, kulang yung manpower. Relative to the question of Congressman Sindanya, bakit hindi natin binigyan ng priority yung increase sa personnel services so that we hire additional auditors that will be conducting pre-audit? Actually, I filed already a bill pursuant to what we had discussed last year, making pre-audit coupled with geomapping as mandatory requisite of payment of government projects. Kasi kung ginawa natin ito, imposible na may ghost project na nababayaran. As we all know, post-audit usually concentrate on the record submitted. Di masyado tinitingnan yung project. Nakakalusot na. So I hope that COA should support this bill. And my question now is, do we have an amount that we need to augment yung inyong budget for 2027 in order to hire the necessary personnel to perform pre-audit coupled with geo-mapping?
Maraming salamat po, Apo. First of all po, we manifest our support for your pending bill. Kung kailangan po kaming mag-attend or maging resource person po sa inyong pending bill, we are ready to help po doon. Yeah. Secondly po, tungkol po dun sa amount that you mentioned, we already submitted na rin po ito last year, but we will resubmit it again. At meron na po kami. Tulad po ng nabanggit ko kanina, we would need additional 146 pre-audit teams composed of several personnel per team, and nandito na po yung whole amount. Our estimate is around 2.2 billion po for pre-audit, but 2.2 billion pesos. But actually po, as I have mentioned earlier, maliit po ito kumpara po sa magiging action.
Yeah,
if we have correct. This, kapares po ng sinabi ko kanina, even without this, ang na-issue po na NS, o Notice of Suspension ng aming DPWH team ay 107 billion na po agad. So kung titigan nyo po, yung butal pa lang po nun ay katapat na po nito. And then meron pa pong NCs na na-issue na 51 of total of 158 billion. Doon pa lang po sa butal ay ito pong gastos na 2.1 ay kuwang-kuha na po, Your Honors. Salamat po.
Thank you,
po.
Chairman. Thank you, Presiding Officer. I am sure not only me, but my colleagues will support the motion later on in the floor na dagdagan yung inyong budget to comply with this one. If we are really serious to fight corruption, pinapakinggan ko yung presentation ninyo may additional personnel. Ngunit hindi nakatutok sa talagang requirement. Parang ito nga, mapigil itong Imagine, aabot ng halos billions yung nawala. Kasi, if you look at what happened, pre-audit was being done. It was only removed in 2011. That was what happened. Hindi. Yung talagang ghost projects na nababayaran, yun na nangyari. See, I remember the rehabilitation of Baguio from the ruins of the killer earthquake. And I'm happy that we have some graduates of Baguio here with the commission. A lot of you, even the one who testified in the impeachment is from Irisan, Baguio City, and graduate of St. Louis University. Yun. Na, yung ko siguro may balik natin yan, malaking bagay sa ating gobyerno. If again, we are serious of addressing this issue of corruption. Hindi siguro lulusot yung ano. Kasi kung may pre-audit, coupled with geotagging or mapping, talagang maliwanag na nandyan na yung project. Hindi yung ghost projects pagkatapos full payment. Ano naman yan? Then, yung talagang maliwanag na nangyayari, pinapayagan natin yung magnanakaw na magnakaw ka muna bago namin kayo habulin. Asan tayo ngayon? Mahabol mo pa nang nasa Amerika. Hindi pa natin alam kung asan siya at this point in time. So, thank you for your manifestation.